celebrating the seniors. A number of these kids, four-year varsity players, state champions, a couple Middlesex League titles. I'm not even going to focus on the Arlington game.
We'll save that for later.
It's a good one to wash out.
We'll save that for later.
But
check 1, 2.
we've both had seniors in the last couple of years. We've been through this as parents. Been through it announcing. It's sort of a bittersweet day.
Yeah. I took it as a tougher day than anything, you know, because the end is near.
That's so true. When you have kids, and again, there's a number of them that have, again, they played 4 years of varsity hockey here, and we're going to talk a little bit about all of them.
First, number 5, Ben Packard.
So now it's Ben Packard again. Played varsity as a freshman. Was on the state championship team a few years ago as a freshman. 58 varsity games, 5 points. Played wing. His brother Leo Packard, who's a freshman on the team this year, come over and join. There's a third brother.
Ben brought a lot of energy out there throughout the years.
Had a few injuries throughout. He missed some time last year.
Number 9, Henry Melanson.
Next is a big defenseman, number 9, Henry Melanson. 41 varsity games at 5 points.
Rugged player.
I think a freight train might be the word we've used a few times here.
I think if you asked him what he'd rather, I think he'd rather get a clean hit on somebody than actually score a goal. It's just how he plays. Loves contact.
Captain of the baseball team as well. He was a big part of last year's Middlesex League champion team. His parents, PJ and Beth.
Number 11, Christian Harrington.
Number 11, Christian Harrington, forward.
35 games.
He's been varsity play for 35 games. His younger brother, Quinn. Gail and Michael, the parents. It keeps going down. Donna Griffin. Ryan Griffin's mom is out on the ice taking pictures.
Number 18, unable to attend because he's sick, Theo Martin.
Yeah, unfortunately, Theo Martin out today, sick. And for Theo to miss, he's obviously not feeling well.
Yeah, tough day.
Theo's been a great player on this team for a couple of years. Big, huge defenseman.
Having a great season.
And a save percentage.
Of course, we have a goalie, Gregory Federico, number 40.
Greg's having a phenomenal year this year.
Parents Lorraine and John.
I think expectations for the season and what he was doing when he came in and what everybody.
Well, to say he's been as much a star on this team would be true of anyone.
Captain Joe Gaziano.
Number 3, Joe Gaziano. Again, 4-year varsity player. Started out as wing his freshman year.
He's got to be 18 inches taller than he looked like when he came out as a freshman.
Michelle and Steven Gaziano.
He was playing forward as a freshman and phenomenal defenseman.
In my mind, probably the most underrated defender in the league. We know he's a superstar and a stud.
Number 4, Captain Cam Fishi.
Of course, number 4, Captain Cam Fichi. 53 games, 101 points.
In 15 years.
Just awesome.
He's done it in 3 seasons, and it really isn't 3 seasons because the COVID season was almost a loss when he came in. Arguably the best.
Thrilled to get to the 100 points.
The best scoring forward, at least in my time at Belmont. I know I'm looking at the banners up here, but this kid's been an absolute superstar.
Full load of talent and a full load of energy.
Again, Shea Donahue, 53 games, 56 points. We remember him, again, he was hurt as a freshman. He was a part of that team, made varsity. Toby and Chris Donahue, sister Emma. I always call Shea, it's like Milan Lucic. Just comes down and buries you, makes a great pass.
Finds himself in the box more than he should be. I think sometimes it's just the fact that he's hitting people too hard.
Peter Grace played in every game the high school has played the last 4 years, 77 games, 37 points. And 37 points doesn't come close to describing how offensively talented this kid is. You look at how many games he's been able to control the pace, and really one of the best defenders you'll see in high school hockey.
Yeah, he's gotten so much better the last 2 years as far as just seeing the ice better. It seems like obviously as you get older, it's going to slow down for you.
And I know it's about the seniors, but Sheryl and Jeff on the ice with him, I've said this a million times, this all happens because of Sheryl Grace. The reason that you're listening to us, seeing us, all of this happens because of Sheryl Grace and what she does.
Can't get over how much time she spends with it and how much she cares about the program.
Most people wouldn't believe she actually has another job. But she does. When she's up here, generally, she's the smartest person. Well, I don't know. I got Gooden over one shoulder and Palmer over another, so. I know I'm not at the top of that list, but it could be argued.
You didn't even
Who
bother
should
mentioning me with that either.
You know what, Stoney? Do we have to keep some level of integrity during these?
Fair enough.
It was a quick announcement of the seniors.
Yeah,
they weren't fooling around here, huh?
No.
That's pretty good.
All right, I'm going to slip back in. The key's not working.
Let's
I'm
hope-
going to restart.
Oh, really?
There's always something.
I recorded.
Yeah, no, it's good. Thank you.
I can brace Sheryl on one side and David on the other. There's a 50-50 chance this all stands up here.
Bob it.
It is nice to see all the mothers coming down with flowers, though.
Yeah,
it's a nice thing that the high schools do.
It's a big day for the parents.
Well, I think, Stoney, one of the things that we know and most people here know is the commitment that the families make and parents make. You know, you don't see a lot of kids just step out and play high school hockey like they've had to play for years. You know, by the time you get to the high school level, to be good enough to play, you've spent years skating, years doing skills. There's a commitment to playing hockey, and little kids, they're looking to the parents to do it.
You usually still have Mikey playing, and I know football-wise, you got Timmy doing his thing over at CM, so for you, you're still involved. For me, when Henry left, it was over. It was over for me, you know, so it was all over for me. So the following season, I had a chance to go up and watch Henry play with Bridgeton a little bit, but then, during the week, boy, I had time in my hands.
Yeah, a lot of time.
I couldn't get over it. I still do. And I'm obviously thrilled to be doing this with you and hanging out and watching hockey and watching the season with these guys all year.
You know, it's funny.
It's a big void.
One of the things was said to me this year, and it was true, and I hadn't thought about it. You know, I had offered to take Daniel Antonellis to one of the games. You know, and if you know Daniel, he plays on a number of teams with my kids. You know, and I said, hey, do you want me to take him? And his father said, you know what? I actually really enjoy those rides out to the game. It's a time we get to talk and spend some time together. And I hadn't really thought about it until he said it. And I said, you know what, I enjoy, you know, when it stopped with Maddie, it'll stop with Timmy now because he'll get his license soon, so I won't be doing that. You know, I still get it with Mikey a little bit. You know, you really do think of the time you spend together doing it. And this does, for most kids, this signals the end, right? Most kids aren't playing hockey beyond high school. There'll be a few of the elite kids will go on and have a couple more years. Maybe they're fortunate enough to get 4. Maybe we've seen 1 or 2 kids that have a chance to go further. But you can't get these years back, and this sort of signifies that in a lot of ways. So when I say it's bittersweet, yes, you want to celebrate the kids' accomplishments because they did the work. But it was a big part of everyone's life.
So it's interesting, you know, and for those kids that you're talking about, they miss it. So, like, you know, I know I'm looking at Thomas Grace out in front of me. He's here. Ben Feachy's sitting on the bench right now, and you know, he loves hanging out, and spending time with the team, and having a chance to still spend more time with his brother. I know my son Henry's coming down here. You know, like, all these kids that I've seen that are alumni of Belmont hockey, they miss it. They want to come and support the team.
Well, and listen, so many of these kids, they all played together, and it's the only time when you get to high school, generally speaking, that freshman-senior lineup happens. Not that they won't be friends because there are brothers and family and all of that mixed in, but I know from my son's perspective, some of the friendships he built with seniors the year he was a freshman, and he still sees those kids now. Actually, and even managing the team, when you go back to the Rizzuto-Dacey days, those friendships that happen, but there's such a gap in age there. An Adam Bauer and a Matty Rowan aren't typically hanging out because of the year difference. The hockey kind of creates
the locker room.
It's a huge part of it, and I think that's mostly what they miss.
When I talk to my son a little bit, that's of all the things that these kids miss. I think as hockey players is that locker room, that camaraderie that they have. It's a hard thing to replace.
So Woburn comes in. They've been playing teams tough. I was talking to Coach Missouri from Arlington, and he was talking about how tough Woburn is to play right now. And whether that's just a big physical team coming in, which is usually what we get from Woburn, but always has one or two kids that are just real skilled with the puck. They can make you pay, and we've seen that year after year after year with Woburn.
They're physical. I believe we played these guys already this year. They're tough. They play physical. They're pretty well structured as far as getting the puck out of their zone. Just dumping pucks in and getting bodies on you once they dump it in. Their forecheck's pretty good. So,
there's a lot of value to me when you watch these warm-ups. As you start to see some of these kids and how they can rifle the puck, gives you an idea of who you should be looking out for. I don't know the answer. Is Woburn qualified? I know Belmont obviously has.
I don't know the answer to that. I got to think they're pretty close to.
So, as much as we're celebrating the senior, Stoney, talking a little bit about the game in Arlington, against Arlington here, was not a great matchup.
They seem to come out flat. In my mind, I think, at the end of the day, a couple of real bad goals that you could sit there and say that were let up, but to lose by as many as they did, I thought was disappointing. I'm dying to see the bounce back that they have here tonight.
Well,
that's
listen,
what I want to see.
It's always important to say you want to come out and get a lead. I
don't think it's a superstar team. So, if you don't show up, they're gonna press you.
But I think that's the same thing about Belmont. There's a bunch of studs on Belmont, but you can't get that game back. What you can do is come out here, send a message, prove a point. I don't think there's any issue that Belmont will play physical because they have the horses to do it. They certainly have the goal scoring, but they got to come out and just put it on Woburn right from the start. They don't want to get down a goal or two. We always talk about that first goal and how important it is. It's never more important than after you come off a big loss. Yeah. And it was such a big loss, the coaches can almost say, just throw it away. It doesn't even matter. It happens. Let's move on. And I think that has been Coach Foley's message.
I'm interested to see the starting lineup for Belmont today. As far as I know, senior night, he puts all the seniors out there, so to start out. And I've seen that in the past where they've had some pretty good success scoring in that first shift.
No doubt. Well, you bring up that third line.
A lot of energy.
You bring up that third line, Stoney. One of the things you start to notice as you get to the end of the season is you start to see the young leadership emerging. We talk about this group of seniors that leader after leader after leader. But you do start to think about what's next year look like and what's the year after that look like. I think Adam Bauer has emerged certainly as a leader, working through an injury right now, but just by his presence on that first line and his point total, I think young Mike Mahoney has certainly proven some leadership. Yeah. And he's only a sophomore, but you really like to see that. I think the Palmers clearly, they've had, they're juniors, 3 years of varsity hockey.
That's going to be a big year for them next year.
Matthew already has an A on his shirt.
Yep.
Obviously, he's going to be a captain next year. I assume Michael will have a letter on his jersey next year. Now just because you play doesn't mean you're a leader, but you start to see there's a little bit of voice there, and it's hard as a young kid to sort of take a leadership role when you have a Peter Grace and a Cam Feachy, a Shea Donahue, a Joey Gaziano in front of you. It's not that easy to step in and have a voice. But you've seen some of these young kids emerge. It's really good to see, and I think that's part of what gets built here in Belmont. Is they're going to keep building leaders. They're still going to keep building their program, and there's a lot of excitement about this program. And we've talked about sort of what's coming up. And you and I, have been able to see and coach some of these kids.
I've been watching some middle school games. I've been asked to help out, and I'm thrilled to have that opportunity too. And I got to tell you that this is my first game the other day watching, and I'm watching your son Mikey. I'm watching some kids out there that they got some good, they got some talent that's coming up.
Kamasian, Courtney.
You got some good players that are coming up, and
young Joey Brodigan looked fantastic. Had a couple goals. You talk about a kid. I said to his parents how this kid's improved. Joey Brodigan, young Joey Brodigan is going to be a future little star here. I said it to him yesterday when he was getting out of the car when I dropped him off.
I used to be taking advantage of Tom Ford and improving, doing everything I can for them.
No doubt. So we're seeing some, they're obviously introducing Woburn. They just introduced Jackson Powers, who's been a star on this team for quite some time. Derek Santullo, number 19. And again, fortunately, because we're in the Middlesex League, we play Woburn twice a year. Stoney, you're 4 times, add 2 more, you're 4 times 2, so there's 8. You've seen Woburn play how many times just against Belmont in the last 4 or 5 years? 6 years now.
Always physical. It's always a physical war out there with these guys.
We will see a very heavy senior lineup, as Belmont does every year. They try to get as many seniors in the lineup as they can. Now, you can't do it with everyone because there's just not enough. There's only 5 spots on the ice.
Senior, number 19, Captain Peter Grace. And in goal, a senior, number 40, Greg Federico.
We'll pause a moment for the national anthem.
Rise to honor America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proud of thee they and excuse me. Oh, say, can you see by I'm out. You see by the dawn's early light what so proud that we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. About to start first period action here at the Skip.
pressure to senior hit. It's hard to take.
Al got a little emotional.
I would think.
Well, there's a lot of talk that this
A lot of glitch.
could be the last game here at the Skip.
We'll talk about that at the beginning of the second period.
Well,
He is emotional.
it's been around a lot of years. If that's true, I won't miss this. Well, I'll miss it. Yeah, well, I won't miss this place. But. I've been hand gliding with less risk than coming in here to watch a game.
Well, the good thing we know is spring is around the corner because the birds are back in the house.
That's right. Well, you know what, Stoney? They never left. They never left. Here we go. Because, you know, Grace gets that puck back to Fiji. They're going to pull that down below Barreto. Jeremy Barreto in goal. The senior for Woburn. As Powers pushes that puck from behind his own net. Gaziano is able to keep control of it. Fiji flips it back down below Barreto. Donahue tried to find a centering pass there, but it popped out where Gaziano rips it back below Barreto. LaPrade gets it. Again, works that puck to Powers. You're going to see a lot of Jackson Powers. He's going to stand out forward.
Great play by Joey knocking that
for a
back.
while. Grace tries to find.
Yeah, they whiffed it there. No Weiss.
Leo Packard.
Played it.
Yeah, puck works up the wall to fail. Tries to take an edge on Grace, but just pays the price for it. And Gaziano's chasing Lee down low. Yeah, that blind backhand you got to be careful on. That works in front. Gaziano's able to come through and clean that puck out. Woburn had to clear the zone, giving Gaziano a little time to get some speed. Cuts back, pins it off the glass. That's going to be an icing. I think Gaziano's hoping Packer would take off, try to feed that puck to him. Woburn will get an offensive zone face-off.
Thomas had a nice step up on a kid there too.
Is it Chavardone? Chavardone. Sorry, folks, my eyes are going. I can't tell if it's an L or an I. Grace picks that puck up. Starts working on the outside. He's got Noon working down. Big shot. Barreto's able to glove that puck. Grace had a long way to go to try to beat Barreto. Mahoney will step in for the face-off. Kelleher and Noon. Excuse me. Kelleher takes the face-off. Ends up a stalemate. Barreling through. Kelleher works that puck up to Grace. Oh, sneaks it through. Barreto kicks that out. Kelleher stays on that puck. It finally gets worked up the wall to Parise. Still not out. Mahoney came back and made a nice back check. It's fired back in by Melanson.
Off still.
Paradis went underneath. Mahoney couldn't hear that it was an offsides. Belmont have a chance to get their first line back over the wall. Matthew Palmer will step in at center. We'll see Adam Power a little bit today, but he'll be limited. Powers gets that puck back. Gaziano's going to give chase. It kind of floats down below Federico. So we're going to see some extended ice time today for Ryan Halloran, in for Theo Martin, who's out sick, the big senior. Palmer knocks that puck down, works over to Fiji. So yeah, Donahue working through. He kind of gets bumped off the play. Santulo sort of stands on the wall waiting for that breakout pass.
Good play by Joey there. Oh, it's not,
Powers with the backhand that puck across, but Joey sort of ate that puck up, goes wide. Barreto. Donahue works through, kind of gets it back to Melanson, fires it through. Miss Fici. Puck gets worked out, but Powers takes it, kind of flips it back in, looking for a change. DeFeo sort of came down with Grace. Was able to make a nice feed out to Donahue. Palmer dumps that puck in. Got a change.
Nice breakout.
Grace did a great job of holding his blue line there.
Palmer dumps it.
DeFeo had to kind of stutter step and couldn't get the puck out. And again, a solid forecheck.
Great forecheck by Palmer there.
Packard is a big collision with Grace.
Grace got the better of him there.
You don't realize how big Peter is until he walks by you.
Well, somehow he found his way past his father today. He was walking in. His father's waiting to say hello to him as his senior day. And at the end of it, he's wondering where his son went. I said he was the tall guy that walked by you. He was the big guy.
Well, I didn't just mean height. I mean he's a big, wide kid.
Yeah, he's sticking.
And Leo Packard just figured out how big and wide he is.
You know what? I don't know how much. I know his brother Thomas works out like a madman at the gym because I see him down there. He's a gym rat that loves working out.
Zachary Caffane just had a really big hit down low. Woburn was able to recover and get that puck out. Ryan Nortz worked on the wall. Halloran sort of big bump it tonight out front. Puck gets worked out. Federico stays on his line. Uzi sort of put one on him. Slid in sideways, may have been tipped. And Woburn tries to dump that puck. Gaziano tried to get that puck out. And Parise ends up putting it off his stick.
It's actually a great play, picking that out because Guzzi had thrown it up along the boards, picked it out of the air.
So reset with 10:02 left, no score, the first period. Centulo will take the face-off down to our right. I think that's Matthew Palmer with him. Palmer was able to get that puck back to Grace, who circles in his zone.
Oh, boy.
Not a great turnover by Melanson. I don't know if he was trying to find Peter coming back up the seam. He sort of stutter-stepped. Play with a high stick. And then Melanson looks to bury him.
Extra.
That puck's still alive in front. Finally works to the wall. Donahue backhands it down. Grace will pick that puck up. Grace tries to calmly get that over to Donahue. Not able to hold it. Donahue works it up the wall. Finds it. Fici, who takes a big shot with a big rebound and scores! Matthew Palmer.
Nice.
Barreto let that puck come out of his glove. Palmer kept driving in the net. And Belmont takes a 1-0 lead with 9:18 left in the first.
Great pass by Shea. Nice down low shot by Fici, causing a nice rebound that lands right on his stick, and he buries it. That's awesome.
Shea really stayed with that puck coming up the wall.
It's great to see.
And no surprise, Cam Fici in the middle of all the scoring.
Yeah,
Take an assist on that from Shea Donahue. But more importantly, Belmont needed that 1-0. They needed that 1-0 lead, kind of get themselves fired up.
I love Shea's fact that he got it to him, and he ran to the net like a madman, waiting for the rebound.
The other thing, I said
bounced the other side for him.
I said I was looking forward to see Halloran today, and he hasn't disappointed yet. Big, physical, strong kid. His puck skills have really improved. Gaziano circles that puck down below, or Packard does a nice job of working backwards. Leo Packard just jumped the line on that.
So to your point, he might earn himself some time on the ice. As far as being out there. I mean, he's it's the coaches. You're walking into the hard time of the season, and if the coach is in a bind, the fact he's out there, if the kid's getting tired.
But you start talking about take advantage. Theo's out. Take advantage of your ice time. Mm-hmm. Do everything you can. Keep it simple. Peter Grace I just yelled at Tony.
I did it for 4 years. I did it for 4 years.
By the time I get that right, Peter will be gone. He'll be playing in college somewhere. Nice one-handed play by Kelleher. And again, one of the things I really enjoy about this rink is I don't know if it's a puck, I don't know if it's a bird. There's stuff flying around everywhere. It's just action-packed here at the Skip, folks. As Donahue takes his place down below us. Nice feedback by Donahue. Got right on Grace's stick. Santulo knows and kind of stepped in front. Nice stick work. Gives an offsides play. They're going to have to circle back. Peter did a great job on Matt Mahoney.
Stepping out on the blue
Woburn makes a little move. And it gets fired back in by Palmer. But Donahue's going to try to crash down on DeFeo. They call icing? Oh, a slash. A slash.
Slash on Woburn. So we got a power play.
And the value there is it's Jackson Powers going out. So I think Jackson played with Peter for a while, didn't he? Yeah, but they played together for a couple of years, right?
He was a huge coach for Peter all those years.
Yes. So it's our first chance to see Bauer. He's going to come in and play center on the power play.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it was a great win by Bauer. The puck slipped off a Fichi's stick. Gaziano works that back to Grace. Puck's kind of slipping around off the stick.
Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 7 seconds.
Fichi works that up to... Nice job by Gaziano. A little off balance. The puck gets tucked in behind. Fichi's going to work it back. Knows he has Donahue standing there. Grace rips that puck through. Gets behind the goalie. I don't think he had a save on that. Ends up getting off a DeFeo stick. We'll have an offensive zone face-off. Belmont will keep their first line in. 1:21 left in the power play. 7:13 left in the period. 1-0 lead by Belmont. So Santulo will step in, take the face-off with Bauer. He's able to win that back to DeFeo. But you're not done yet, because he's still got to get the puck out against a team that knows how to keep the puck in. Great play by Fichi. Gaziano gets a shot off, but it does get blocked. Big hit down low by Donahue. Out to Fichi. Rips that puck wide of Barreto. Great play by Peter Grace right on the blue line. Grace kind of circles back around. He's going to find a little time, trying to get some speed to the neutral zone. Makes one move. Santulo loses his stick. Back to Donahue. Rips a shot, and Barreto's able to eat that puck up.
Good pass.
Great move by Grace.
He's got that wide wingspan. He can skate around guys. He's so good at that.
Just took a little time to develop. Grace has an opportunity to shoot that puck there. Ends up moving it back to Donahue. Big win by Bauer. Again, back to Grace. Goes off Lee's shin pad out in front. Bauer takes that puck up top. Gaziano has that puck bouncing around off him. Grace is going to have to hustle to get to that puck. There were 23 seconds left in the power play. Fichi picks that puck up, makes a little move. And it's good ice today, but bouncing off of the Belmont sticks. You see Fichi start to gain some speed coming through. Woburn does a nice job of knocking that puck down. But again, Gaziano does a nice job of feeding that puck over to Fichi. Rips a shot. Oh, Barreto was able to get off the glove.
Just got to throw, but not on that.
Powers just came out of the box. Gaziano chases him down from behind. Big elbow on Gaziano's face by Powers. Grace takes that puck on the wall. He decides to take some speed. Has a beautiful cutback. Work himself back to the red line. DeFeo's able to get a stick on it, but Grace keeps that puck deep. Puma works that puck up to Gaziano again. Oh, Packer gets a shot, and Barreto's able to fire that take that off the leg. Packer gets chased, but Palmer's there. Grace is there to get that puck over to Gaziano. Nice little hustle play by Palmer.
There's a hook there. High stick, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the physical play starting to ramp up here in the first with 5:01 left. Paradis takes that puck up off the wall. Belmont's forecheck has been pretty good, Stoney, in this first period.
Still off here.
I don't think Packer realized it came out again.
It'd be good if the refs open their mouths a little bit. It's his coaches that have to say it, you know.
So 4:47 left in the first. Belmont with a 1-0 lead. Mahoney will come out and take the face-off on the right side. Cafayan tried to put that through skates. Again, as a young player, you think you'd rather see him use his D. Grace sort of hustles back. Tries to cut that puck back behind his goal. Gets taken away. Federico kind of clears him out. Is Melanson going to take a penalty on that? A little hit after the whistle. I saw the referee's arm come up. You know, so I say the same thing all the time. You know, if you're gonna take shots at the goalie, you're gonna get one shot. You should get one shot. The defenseman should get one shot at you, right? So looks like we'll play 5-on-5 hockey. I think the referees and I agree on that play. Melanson's only problem is he's so big. His little hit was gonna knock most guys over. Cafayan's able to work that puck into the middle. And Mahoney takes it, backhands it down. Powers, Avery Powers, I'm assuming he's Jackson Powers' brother. He had a nice play on Mahoney, got his shoulder in on him. Again, Woburn trying to work that puck out and finally get that up to Carvadone. Puck sneaks back through Melanson behind him. He's able to eat that puck up, sort of gain control, working across to Grace. Norts couldn't control that puck. Coming out of his own end. The puck pops out of play off a Woburn stick. And again, Belmont's first line will come back out. 3:46 left. And Matthew Palmer didn't win that face-off, but Johnny was able to step through and kind of control the puck. Puck takes an odd bounce over Halloran's stick. Rifles that puck around. Trying to find Donahue. Finally works his way up to Fici.
Nice pass.
He does find Donahue. He finds Palmer cutting across. Not able to control the puck.
There you go. Get it deep.
Puck gets off of Donahue's stick. He's able to put it down low. Fici looked to step around. Couple of nice plays. Puck gets in on Barreto. Again, the physical play starting to ramp up. Two nice plays coming into the zone by Belmont. Kind of sealed off a few Woburn players who couldn't recover and get back to the puck. Fici puts a big hit on the wall.
Yeah, the kid's down. Starting to get himself up there. Going to make his way to the bench.
McElhaney took a big hit by Fici. That puck gets whipped across. That's going to be an icing.
I don't know how you call that an icing when he's being interfered with it. I guess nobody touched it, but Belmont can't touch the puck because he's being interfered with by the Woburn player.
Well, if you're not going to call interference, you're certainly not going to wave off the icing, right?
I'm just saying that's awful. I mean, that's just terrible. If the guy's going to interfere, you got to at least wave it off. That's my point.
So I think that's a great time. You call your congressman. See if we get some rule changes. Leo Packer comes out on the forecheck. Again, Laprade fires that puck across. Centulo is able to pick that puck up. Tried to backdoor it. Packer kind of backhanded. He should have left it right there for Palmer sitting there. But Grace, an offsides play?
No, they're confusing the daylights out of me right now.
I think when Packard sort of let that puck go, a Woburn player was in the zone. Didn't clear out. At least that's what I'm going with. Palmer controls that puck. Nice soft pass. Back across. Fici has a stutter step. Waiting for big shot by Fici.
Great play by
Barreto's able to fire that puck off the blocker. Fici had to delay, waiting for Donahue to get out. That could have been a problem right there, but Melanson's so big and strong. Knocked Powers off the puck.
He got him enough. Knocked him off.
Excuse me, Mahoney off the puck. It wasn't Powers. But again, that's what Melanson gives you. That big physical presence. The parade comes down, takes that puck. I don't know. Grace get that?
Great stick by Peter. I mean, yep.
You know, I love the fact they see Peter keep it simple. Stick on puck, body in front of the goalie. You don't have to do too much there. .137 left in the period. Belmont on a 1-0 lead. That was a nice face-off win by Palmer. And that puck finally works its way up to Ben Packard. Solid forecheck by Woburn. And Belmont turns that puck over. They jumped the line. Trevedone was moving a little too quick. The puck got delayed on the blue line. And then you'll get Grace and Gaziano go the rest of the way. 1:20 left. Belmont will get their first line out. Look, see if they can get an offensive opportunity here to end this period. Palmer wins a face-off again. Grace has a nice little flip across. Donahue tried to clear some space on the blue line. Let Palmer come through. They just couldn't control the puck. Fici kind of flips that puck back in below Barreto. Belmont's going to rely on their forecheck. Great job by Palmer, kind of keep control of that puck. Palmer sort of sees that coming. You know, DeFeo shouldn't have let him walk through like that. DeFeo sort of backhands that puck down. 40 seconds left in the period. Fici's going to work himself up the ice. Uses Grace as a cone. Donahue gets that puck in on Barreto. Didn't have a lot on it, but there was enough for Barreto to kick that puck out. McElhaney works that puck up. It's going to end up being an icing with 20 seconds left.
I'll take that.
So Belmont with 18-5 will look to win a face-off in their zone. See if they get a puck in on Barreto before the end of the period.
Palmer taking the dot.
Ficio camp right behind him. He's on a good side for Palmer. If he can't control that puck, he'll fire that puck over to Grace. Let him rip one. But the win matters. Puck ends up deep. Controlled by Woburn. LaPrade gets a puck high. It was a nice job by Woburn to sort of control that puck, not throw it away and put it back on one of the defensemen from Belmont. Grace going to have that 1 second left, kind of whips that in. Wouldn't have been on time, but Stoney come out with a 1-0 lead. They needed it coming in. Solid period. You know, Woburn had a little bit, but Federico didn't have a lot on him.
Solid period.
Belmont really controlled that first period.
The community rink that is planned is a year-round facility that will be used by even more people. So we have summer opportunity for community rec programming. The rec department is salivating. We have pictures of rinks in Florida where there's women's Tai Chi and kid skateboarding and you name it going on in the rink in the summer. The other thing we're going to have is the ability to open up in September and have September through November and then again March, April, May when there's no high school hockey going on, and this facility will be able to be used for all kinds of rec, open skate, public skate, you know, learn to skate, you name it. So many more opportunities when it can be open year round. This thing just can't run except for the what did we have this year, 10 weeks. So it's this huge structure with no reason the rest of the season. But we are ready to have a fabulous community space. Like I said, the rec department is salivating over all the things. One of my friends is ready for Zumba. Think of this with no ice and all cement, you know, a climate-controlled facility in town in the summer.
Well, that's what Arlington has, right? Arlington uses that facility in the summer. The rec department
For
uses
their
it.
kid programming, probably?
Yeah, you know, they use it in the summer for camps. You know, you'll have a temperature-controlled facility.
The other thing that's exciting, Paul Garabedian was over in Arlington doing the public skate the other day, and you know they have skate rentals. We're going to have skate rentals at the new facility, And what he said is that means even more people come to the open skates. He said they pulled in, I mean, you know, you got to think economics as well, right? They pulled in like $1,200 that day on their public skates with the skate rental and the time, you know, people pay to play that day.
Well, you know, big trip on backward. You know, the other part that I think people forget. So we know it's not just going to be a hockey rink, but the budget for Belmont youth hockey and what they spend for ice time is enormous, and that would all come back through this rink.
That's another point. Yep, in September, some of that time they're paying now over at Bentley or Watertown, we'll definitely have it right here, and it'll help sustain the cost of running the place. You know.
Instead, you're going to put that money in Watertown. You're going to put that in Bentley. You're going to put that, you know, everywhere you can find ice.
Right. Because I think actually not everybody realizes that, you know, BYHA, the women's leagues, the men's league, they all rent. But the high school is the only group that doesn't rent the ice yet. You know, I don't know if they realize that BYHA pays for all their ice time. So.
Well, I made this point a long time ago that without Belmont youth hockey, this rink can't exist because of the revenue that's generated due to that ice time. Whether it's, you know, all the practice time, skills, games through, you know, either the Middlesex League with the girls play in, or, you know, or the Valley League where the boys play.
Right.
And then you have all the outside groups that rent ice, right? So Belmont Hill has ice here. You know, in the past, BC's club team was over here, which they don't want to do now because of the facility, but they will use it in a new facility.
The other group that may come back if the facility doesn't have, you know, dangerous ice with holes in it and such is the figure skating groups. You know, there had been some figure skating programs that rented ice here in the past, and I think we'll do that again. The months that there would be ice available. Like I said, they're only thinking it's going to be a few months of the year, a few months without the ice, but still.
But, you know, and again, I made this point a little bit earlier, but, you know, come down here on a Sunday morning to learn to skate. A big goal by Shea Donahue on a pass by Fici. So, Cheryl, we don't need to be done yet, but
well, that's talk about
you certainly don't want to lose sight of Donahue rifling a puck over Barretto's shoulder.
Spot. How many times has he done that this year?
This year, in the last 3 years.
That's his goal. You know,
It was a great shot, but the play, of course, was made by Fici working across.
He sees it. It's good stuff.
And of course, you have to commit to Fici there. Leaves Donahue to just rifle a shot, and he kind of sneaks up on goalie sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, little turnover in front.
Well, I'm just
Lee's able to pick that up.
One last thing here before I pull it away.
And Woburn comes back, answers quick. Jack Lee gets left alone in front.
Henry broke a stick over that one. He's not happy. That's a bugger.
I don't think Mr. Melanson's happy either.
Well, there you go. They brought it back 2-1. That was pretty quick. That happens a lot in hockey, doesn't it? The bang-bang type of goals.
Well, it's the best way to answer.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I think I may have interrupted you there.
No, that's fine. The goal interrupted me. No, I was just going to say one last thing before we turn it over back to Bob. A lot of people listening, of course, are not even in town. That's why they're listening. If they were in town, they might be here at the rink. But if they are in town, or if they have friends, neighbors or relatives who are here, we want to let people know that this is on the ballot for the April 4th. We want people to vote. If you want to be involved in the campaign, helping out, get the word out, like we're trying to just let people know about this community rink opportunity, there's a yesforrink.com. You can also find almost anybody in the skating world will know how to, you know, help you get involved. So just wanted to say that.
In the other part, Cheryl, and I've made this point to both of my children who are of voting age and to every alumni from Belmont High hockey, and even if you played youth hockey, you know,
right.
I understand that so many of them are away at school during those votes. Get an absentee ballot, send it in. You know, I said to Maddie, you know, who was upset that the rink wasn't voted in, you know, Maddie, you didn't vote. You didn't take the chance. We talked about it. You didn't do it. And I know he started a text thread. He probably had about 60 kids that had played at the high school from every age, you know, ahead of him and down low. But, you know, if you're voting eligible in Belmont, we need your support. We need your help. Everyone I'm talking to had some impact with Belmont High Hockey.
Right.
We need all of you to support. And I tell you, if they all came back and they all did that, whether you're in California, whether you're in Ireland, get your absentee ballot in. You know, I can assure you, my daughter will be doing it from Galway. She will get that ballot in.
Right. Love it. Well, thank you. I'm going to turn this back over to Bob. We'll talk about the game.
Because Deanna's able to take that, rifle it through. So Stoney, 2 quick goals, one on each side.
Unbelievable.
And Woburn working down, and nice job by Federico to keep his post.
What's going on in the town? It's something I think the town needs to really wrap their arms around.
So 10:21 left in the second. Belmont holding a 2-1 lead. 2 goals here in the second. One by Donahue, one by 7 Jack Lee for Woburn. That puck out. That was a tumbling muffin. Grace loses an edge. The puck gets worked back out in front. Wobur's not able to connect. Packard takes that puck. Gets across the blue line. Tried to work that puck to the middle. Kind of got lost coming through. Woburn tried to drop that puck back, but there was nobody there to take it. Ben Packard sort of works it up the wall, gets his shoulder inside, cuts backward. Palmer picks it up down below Barreto. Melanson fires the puck through, but goes wide. You know, that's a dangerous play. Priest tried to get that puck up the middle of the ice into the neutral zone. Too many bodies to try to get it through. Melanson's going to fire that puck up where Palmer's going to try to dig it in. Another puck left in the middle. DeFeo picks that puck up, puts it off Melanson's shin pad. I think Melanson hit everything but the ref in that.
Good play by Peter there.
Great work across the Norts. So that's to pick up some speed. Leuzzi, who's been around a while in Woburn as well. The senior for Woburn. Did a nice job of holding his ground at the blue line there. Again, Woburn rips that puck up to Jack Lee, the goal scorer. McElhenney gets that puck through. Puck goes off of Buda Kafayan. Nice job by Norts to seal off the wall.
Yeah.
Gaziano has a little bit of space where he'll knocks the puck off the wall, doesn't clear it out. Finally sets a work across the line. Gaziano's going to give chase to Santulo.
Pace of play is extremely high here.
Just nobody's getting control of the puck. It's bouncing around on the Belmont end. Finally, Gaziano picks it up off the glass. I think it was played by a high stick. Santulo worked that puck in on Federico. He's able to pad that puck away. Oh, Grace with a turnover in front. Luckily, Gaziano was there to clean up his work. That puck got gloved inside. Grace saw Kafayan standing at the blue line on the other side. He tried to whip it through the neutral zone.
His own here.
Finally, Grace is just going to buy some time.
Catch his breath a little bit. He's been down there for the last 3 minutes.
It's one of the few times the third line hasn't been able to get that puck out of their own end. They kind of got caught.
Well, Woburn's definitely picked up the pace here in the second period.
Chavidoni's going to take the face off with Palmer. Harlan, Raffici, Gaziano, and Donahue on the ice. Rise's on the wing. Parody's got a good inside position. Donahue kind of flew around him. Nice back check. Gaziano fires that puck in. Barreto was able to see it and put a glove on it. Gaziano kind of sealed that puck in.
Yep.
Wasn't able to create any level of rebound. Is it Kafayan on the draw? No, it was Donahue, I'm sorry. I only saw the two. Halloran backhands that puck. It does get back into the zone. Woburn works that puck out. He's able to dump that puck down low. Halloran fires that puck up the wall. Donahue wasn't able to handle it as it sort of circled around. He finally was able to block it through. Halloran's going to have to go give chase down below Federico. Fici chops at it. They're going to call an icing. Liuzzi was standing on the wall. Just took an awkward bounce through. Belmont will reload again.
That Palmer playing awfully good out here with this first line, having the opportunity to play with.
He's been solid in the face-off for sure.
With Fici and Donahue, he's looking awfully good out here.
Oh, careful. Again, puck goes tumbling in. Wasn't a lot on it, but Federico stayed centered on it. We'll reset and do this again. Huge hit by Melanson in front. Might be what you call a tackle on Jackson Powers there. He might need a break.
It's not as much as that you're winning the face-off as long as you're not getting yourself beaten. There we go. You're going to have...
That puck gets worked over from Donahue to Fici. Powers is skating a little slow. He took a huge hit from Melanson. Maybe what you call a tackle. Some alligator arms on the wall there. Forces a offensive zone face-off for Belmont. So Donahue will step into the draw. Against Arrigo. Fici kind of faked that puck going back. You saw Halloran, then he turned and fired the puck. Palmer kind of lost control on the wall.
Good job.
Oh, that could have been an interference call. Halloran sort of stepped in, created a big opportunity. Oh, Barreto gets that puck off the pad. Lino Messi kind of kicks that puck in.
Oh, here.
The puck ended up in the bench.
Oh, he did, okay. Oh, he's still trying to call offsides.
When I say Lionel Messi, I mean Cam Fici, who booted that puck across the ice. So we'll get a chance on another offensive zone face-off with Packard Palmer. Sheryl, that's great alliteration right there. My mother would be very happy as an English teacher. Doesn't even know what the word alliteration means. Although I'm sure she'd call me and criticize that I didn't do it right somehow, but back to the action with 5:24 left in the second. A 2-1 advantage by Belmont. Grace fires that puck in on Barreto. The puck was just bouncing along the wall. I saw Melanson go take off. I had a little fear in my heart that someone was about to get run over. Palmer's on the wall battling. Yeah, DeFeo working across. Melanson rips that puck into Barreto's. A nice big rebound in front. Palmer's not able to collect it.
Great job by Melanson getting that.
And Woburns able to get that puck out, but Grace picks it up. I could see he saw some space there and decided to take off and work it up the wall. And finally, big collision in front with Liuzzi. Kind of got under Grace as he tried to jump around him. Works back to Grace, fires at Barreto with a big glove save. Best save of the game.
Wow.
I tell you, Liuzzi was working to his blocker side, and he had to come back with the glove just above his leg.
Wow.
It was a great shot by Grace.
It was like here and there.
Yeah, Barreto did a great job. He's not the tallest goalie in the Middlesex League either. So he's clearly got a great deal of athleticism. Noon works that puck across. Tried to hit Mahoney. Kelleher lost his stick. Great play by Halloran. Giovanni came down on Halloran. He was able to knock that puck away, give Belmont an offensive opportunity. Noon kind of gets that puck in on Moretto. Puck gets over to the wall. Great job by Mahoney on that back check. Woburn's not able to keep control of it. LePrade gets that puck, playing that puck off the wall. He's able to find Avery Powers. And then they circle it back around. Try to find a lane to move out. Gaziano working the wall. Huge collision in front of us. Avery Powers and Gaziano crashed into each other. Grace comes flying across the ice. He saw the puck come up the wall. Huge hit on the parade by Grace.
They're going to call him for charging. They're going to call him for charging.
Yeah.
They call him feature for this?
Oh, it's got to be on. No, that's got to be on Grace, right?
Yeah, I think they're calling him for charging.
Yeah. Well, all right. I know we're a hometown team here, but I'd love to see the replay on that one.
I've seen a couple of those already from the other side.
So the power kill will work itself out here. Michael Palmer back on D, which we've seen a lot the last 2 years. When they're down a defenseman, they'll put Michael Palmer back with Gaziano, which usually means Peter Grace created some kind of egregious offense and comes out. So a roughing call.
Kind of puts someone in a tough spot because it's part of your short-handed situation.
So McElhaney's working on the wall. He gets that puck to LePrade. Puck gets in front. Tried to center that puck. It just bounced around too much. And LePrade's got to chase that puck down with Fici coming after him. And again, this is a really dangerous penalty kill. I believe now they have 12 goals on the year just on the penalty kill alone. Be careful. You have Powers streaking down that backside. Puck ends up bouncing around in front. Powers walked right in front of Federico and the puck came to him. They sort of lost him for a second. Puck gets whipped in. Federico gets it over. He's able to block that puck over his head. Again, LePrade's going to pump that puck down below again. McElhaney works that wall. Powers picks it up. Nice job to work that puck in front. The Belmont's going to work that puck out to Fici. And here we go, Stoney. Fici works his way around, and he scores. It's getting to the point now where he's so dangerous on this penalty kill with 22 seconds left.
Wow.
I start to wonder if Grace takes these penalties on purpose to give Fici a little more ice.
And probably give himself a little rest. Too.
They should be giving Peter an assist on this.
What a play that was.
If Coach wants to go and yell at Peter Grace, he should just look over. He says, Coach, he scores every time I go in the box. No, probably not the best way to do it, but that's all right.
Just amazing how many times he's done it this year, and in the last few years.
So 1:38 left. Belmont takes a 3-1 lead on Cam Fici shorty. Anna Bauer comes out to take that face off because why not? Gaziano whips that puck in. Wouldn't have been icing either way with 8 seconds left in the kill. But again, it's good to see Adam skating up the ice. He's been working the rehab a lot. Just want to be careful on the amount of contact he takes, because he's healing from that upper body injury. Grace is out of the box with 1:02 left. Fires that puck down below Barreto. Grace with a huge hit on DeFeo. I'm looking for the ref's arm to come up. Sometimes you just see big on little. Packard kind of backhands that out where Palmer will try to one-hand it down. Packard kind of held that puck a little too long, almost put himself in a bad spot. Smart play by Palmer to whip that puck below Barreto with 27 seconds left in the period. Packard played the contact, did a nice job. Didn't give Woburn an easy out. Gaziano flips it in the zone, but not fired up. They're going to take 13 seconds left, take an icing call. So I assume Cam Fici will fall over the wall.
11-7 left in the period. Belmont, I can tell you, I thought they certainly got outplayed early. And to be able to walk away from this period, leading the period, is a shoot. I definitely thought they got outplayed. The Woburn is definitely had a lot of intensity coming out there. That short-handed goal is going to take a lot out of him.
So Jackson Powers takes that puck on the wall. Nice job by his old teammate. Kind of ride him off and put him into the ice. Powers didn't love the call. Of course, they've been friends forever. So Palmer will come into the draw against Jackson Powers. Fici picks that puck up. Liuzzi's able to rip that puck up the wall. Grace able to chase that puck down. Fici kind of gets his pocket picked. But Santulo hadn't cleared the zone when Powers kind of came ripping through. Powers will end up back in.
Throw something decent to use the
I do. Grace weaves back in. He gets a puck off of the blocker. Barreto. Puck gets whipped back around. Gaziano tried to fire that through. That got a little dangerous.
Wow.
Fici just kind of turned and ripped.
Great play.
Stuck it on Barreto.
Kept Donahue from having that on right out in front by himself.
And again, Fici just standing there, but he's not able to get that puck deep. Powers isn't able to get that puck through. I think Gaziano got off a shin pad. Nice little soft play across to Donahue. He's offside, so they're going to have to clear the zone. Donahue rips that off the pad of Jack Lee, the lone goal scorer for Woburn. Puck gets worked in on Federico. Pops it off the wall. Melanson fires it across to Grace. Made a good athletic play to kind of keep control of that. Nice little feed across.
Good breakout
by Packard. Jack Lee's able to backhand that puck away. Packard gets that puck behind the net. Still battling. Nice little shift by Leo Packard, the freshman.
Packard going. A holding.
Packard had a little hole at the end. Woburn will go back on the power play. With 13-16 left. You know, as always, Stoney, we have a lot of sponsors that are a big part. Apparently the Woburn parents come in and think they can control what goes on in the rink. That puck gets whipped back down. Sorry, I've never seen that before, where the visiting parents come in and try to move the Belmont kids around.
That's a first time.
Yeah, that's great. Nice save by Federico.
What a great save. What a great save.
So we want to thank Ameriprise, Enimac Home Mortgage, Arbor Tree Service, of course, A.V. Dooley at noon, Bailey McLaughlin and Ballard Truck Center. Puck gets worked across. Nice save. Nice job by Donahue to kind of clear the puck out of that zone.
Time of the penalty, 1 minute, 44 seconds. Holding.
Puck gets worked back around. Powers was there. Lee's on the wall. The puck gets fired off the glass by Grace, works all the way down. And again, we were talking about it earlier. As much as you're a man up, you need to be very careful when Fichi and Donahue are on the ice.
The power out there.
And that's exactly why, right there. Because if that puck gets loose at this level, nice job of working that puck through. Is that Powers? I think it was, because
Can't
you
get
see
over
the stick
bounce
handling.
with, puck stick in here tonight.
Powers does a great job of the stick handling. Working his way down to Federico. With 34 seconds left in the power play. Fichi picks that puck up and takes a big shot to the head. He's going to go for that.
Got to go for that.
Jackson Powers just really put a shot on Fichi's face. Yeah. And honestly, that's just a little frustration on Jackson Powers' part. It was unnecessary. Yeah, or just put a body on him.
It's been borderline a couple times here tonight.
So we'll go 4-on-4 now for 21 seconds, and then Belmont will have their own power play. Again, that puck gets worked back. DeFeo was able to pick that puck up. Gaziano sort of works the puck back to Grace. Belmont will kind of wind this puck up now. And they got the guys out there to do some damage. Fichi picks that puck up. Doesn't take a lot of speed, kind of cuts back. It's all about puck control. Fichi takes that and he's able to get an inch. And now Belmont's on the power play. And they work that puck back to Grace, to Gaziano. Puck in front and scores. And Stoney, that's a great way to answer.
Well, you know what? Fichi does a great job of making sure he doesn't dump the puck. He possesses the puck, making sure he doesn't give it away. They break the puck in, work it over there to Gaziano, who makes a great shot, and Donahue makes a great tip there.
So Belmont goes up 4-1 with 11:03 in the third. Stoney, you talked about how big that next goal was going to be.
Yep.
We know how Fichi loves ice time, sort of like Patrice Bergeron in that way, but this is a good opportunity to get him a couple of seconds rest. Puck gets fired up over Federico's head. And we know there won't be any quit in Woburn. Noon puts that puck off the wall. He's going to take an icing call with 10:38 left.
Assistant number 4, Cam Fichi.
Love to see him skate with that.
3 minutes, 57 seconds.
Pullman loses that draw, but they're able to control the puck.
Great hustle there.
Packard and Packard. Halloran with a nice little flip. Try to control it to Palmer. Woburn's able to pick that puck up. Great job centering that puck through.
Wow.
I didn't see where it went.
Good puck movement there.
I saw that Lee had a shot on net. I don't know if it got through. But that was a great job by Woburn. Gain entry into the zone and move the puck around. Halloran puts a big body in front. I think both guys are going to go. I think Halloran and Lee are both going to take roughing penalties. You know, you never want to see anyone in the box, but that's a pretty good trade-off for Belmont to get Lee off the ice. He's got the goal for Woburn today. He's been a force the whole game. Every time he's around the puck, you have to pay attention to him. And Powers will settle in on the face-off dot with Donahue. So we'll play 5-on-5 hockey. There won't be an icing. That was Powers ripped that face-off win back. DeFeo had to go down and chase. Great job by Pullman to work that puck in front. Melanson worked the puck. The net came off.
Net came off, yeah.
Well, that worked out pretty well for Woburn. Melanson has fired that puck in.
Good on that too.
So 9:53 left. Belmont has a 4-1 lead over a tough Woburn team. It's done a lot of damage this year in the Middlesex. Donahue will settle in on the face-off dot with Powers. Derek Santulo down below us. Powers gets waved out. Santulo will come in and take the face off. Fici kind of picks his pocket. Powers does a nice job to get under the hit of Donahue. Grace will scramble back, kind of lift that puck out. Powers gonna have to wait for someone, wait to have Santulo clear the zone. He just kind of took his time coming out. Melanson gets on his horse.
Oh, tough hit there.
Melanson put himself in a bad spot there.
He did.
Kind of dumped his own head down. Things get a little chippy down there now. You know Donahue's not going to do anything foolish, but Woburn does. Big hit. I didn't see the hit, Stoney. I had my head turned.
I think he was looking at Melanson. I think Shea gave him a shot himself.
So Powers ends up skating off gingerly. It's the second time. He took a big hit earlier in the game, too. So Shea will take 2 minutes. It'll put Woburn on the power play. I didn't see, yeah, Powers skated off. So he's going to need a second to kind of loosen up his back there, which isn't going to help Woburn's chances. Santulo can't win the face-off, and Grace able to rip that puck down below Barreto. So hopefully Powers is okay. He's able to come back in. I can see him trying to loosen his back up. He's been such a great player for Woburn for so many years. Grace kind of sticks that puck in on Barreto, kind of gets him up high. It's in a tough spot. Try to keep control of that puck. Puck gets worked right in front. Woburn's going to try to slow the puck down. DeFeo's working behind the net with Gaziano. Travidone gets down there as well. Decent battle for the puck. It gets flipped up. Palmer's going to get on. Oh no, it's Bauer's going to get on his horse.
Yeah.
Because Donahue's in the box. Serving his roughing penalty or tripping, whatever they call there. Santulo loses that puck to Fici. Just so dangerous on the penalty kill.
Belmont doing a good job. Good
Bauer works to keep that puck.
Short handle line.
Yeah, Woburn forced to dump that puck. They kind of took away both walls. That puck gets walked in, shoots it up high. Federico takes that puck off the shoulder.
I'm not thrilled about the play with that dumping. You got to control that puck a little bit better, in my mind. I don't like that dump in play.
Well, it's just too easy, right? If you don't have anyone moving, dumping the puck in does you no good.
Doesn't help. It doesn't help.
You're just turning it over. I mean, maybe you can crash down hard enough. That puck comes back. Powers, thankfully, he's back on the ice. Works that puck to the middle, does a great job of getting it to the middle, but turns it over to Ben Packard. If he can gain some speed, does a nice job of getting deep.
Yeah.
Keeps his legs moving. Even turning the puck, he turned the puck over his own zone, but he was able to control the puck for a while. Gaziano's able to sort of backhand that puck. He doesn't get it out far enough. 5 seconds left in the kill. But that puck's going to work itself back out again. Packard's going to get some ice time. Penalty over. Packard rips that puck. Not able to get it on net. The Palmer battles below. He's got Laprade down there. Finally get it off the boot of Fici. And again, Jackson Powers works his puck up, works himself to the wall, kind of tumbles over himself. Melanson lost control of that puck, but Donahue able to bring it out to Fici. Fici's going to come in with Powers on the back. Oh no, it wasn't Powers. That was McElhaney. Fici's going to have to get out of the zone.
Yeah, nice late hit.
I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh, maybe.
Late hit, got tripped up.
Grace tried to work that puck past Grace. He wasn't able to do it. Finally gets down to Grace. Fires it through. Puck works over to Donahue.
Nice. Oh,
big shot in front by Packard.
Good shot.
Melanson keeps the puck in, but he ends up turning it over to Parise.
Oh, what a great play. play.
Melanson comes back
What a
on the
great
check,
play.
on the back check.
All hustle.
Packard kind of gets a little nonchalant and loses it. Gaziano comes in, able to get that puck on Barreto. Packard coming across, he's able to pick that up. Barreto takes it off the chest and he's able to cover it up with 5:56 left.
Really awfully good this year, and that's right there. He's determination and hustle. Great play.
Ryan Halloran comes in to take his spot. Halloran's had a good game today as well. Filling in for Theo Martin.
Like I said, he's shown himself that he can be out there. I think he's earning himself some ice time later on.
Centulo gave chase, but Gaziano has to put it off a steel girder. Get a few, couple of rush chips fall.
Disturb some homes up there.
Well, there's no rest for the weary. The first line comes back out. 5:45 left. And Paul will come in and take that face off. Oh, no, excuse me, Donahue. Donahue takes it against Powers. Gaziano rips that puck around where Fici just fires it to the middle, knowing Shea Donahue's going to be there. Donahue waits, sees Fici kind of step through. That puck got blocked in front. Powers tries to take that puck through. Fici's going to take a penalty. Maybe they're both going to take a penalty. Those two have been going at each other all day.
Well, see, what's interesting is that was all on Fici there, and then without question, that was more of a late call from before, because there's nothing the Woburn kid did there to deserve the penalty.
Well, I'll say,
Jackson, the fact that he took a shot at him earlier.
Yeah,
it's a makeup call.
Powers has been a very good player. For many years here, he's their Cam Fici. Not that there's a Cam Fici there, but so he's used to getting a lot of those cheap shots, just like Cam is. I can understand why they get frustrated. Everyone's looking to bump Fici off the puck. They do the same thing to Jackson Powers, so I get it. Melanson has that puck pop over his stick. That puck gets fired out of play.
Good comeback by Palmer. Put a stick on it.
Puck's out of bounce around over by the bench there. With 4:59.
Penalty number 4, Cam Fici, 2 minutes for cross-check. Time with penalties.
So a high stick in a cross check to Powers and Fici.
Oh boy.
Nice stick in front by Grace. Kind of keeps that puck from connecting in front. So it's 5-on-5 hockey. Nice little play by Mahoney. He wasn't able to clear the puck out, but he was able to get control of it. Nice shot in front. Jack Lee again.
That's off.
We talked a little bit about how dangerous he was earlier. Puck popped in front. He's able to put a puck right on Federico. He's able to stick his stick his leg against the post and kind of pull it off. So 4:38 left in the third. Belmont with a 4-1 lead. I don't think that puck made its way through. Gaziano's going to chip that into the net. Or as we like to call it on Belmont, he graced it.
Probably one of the silver linings for Sheryl is that she doesn't have to hear that next year.
Oh, she'll still hear it. We'll text her. We'll text her.
There you go.
Even if it's a new rink, I'll still call it. We'll put Grace Island right on it. Packard kind of works that puck through the feet. With DeFeo coming down. Nice job by Palmer, so to gain control of that puck. He popped it out through, but Parise was there to take it. Dumps that puck below Federico. He's there again. Nice little backhand in front.
He had a chance to put that on net.
And it's kind of skipped back past Federico. And then Packard backhands it out. And again, Parise is there to dump that puck below Federico. Palmer's going to give chase. That puck kind of came tumbling out to the middle of the ice. Grace puts it off the wall. You see LaPrade works that puck up to Parise. And again, Palmer kind of got that in the middle of the ice. Oh. Barreto never lost sight of it. He was able to kind of eat that puck up, but it kind of snuck in on him. With 3:18 left and a 4-1 lead by Belmont. Fici works that puck in on Barreto, kind of came up high on him. He did a good job staying on post. Belmont have another offensive zone face-off. Powers will come out. Take his spot over on the wing. Santulo's going to take the face-off on that side against Palmer. Fici tried to step through, ends up working itself out to Jackson Powers. Gets popped off his stick. That puck gets touched, keep it from being icing, and Donahue's going to work himself down. DeFeo's working him, puts him into the glass, does a nice job defensively, but it comes out to Grace. Barreto took that puck off the chest and was able to blocker it out. Dive on it in front of his own net with 2:48 left.
It's coming. Not gonna be pretty.
Christian Harrington comes out, playing the wing, the senior. 2:42 left. Petey Demas had some standing on the blue line with Grace. They'll switch out Gaziano and Halloran. They're trying to find Packard in front. The puck gets worked back through. Again,
Great job.
Harrington is able to stay on that puck, kind of get it deep below Barreto. Woburn will try to work that puck across the ice. Jackson again. Oh, sorry, that was Lee, of course. Jack Lee, another shot on net. Must be leading the team. Gaziano works that puck below Halloran. He'll go chase. Packer just fires that puck across the ice with DeFeo, picks it up. So, you know, just trading dump ins here.
That's way out.
That one worked out. Packer will give chase. With LaPrade behind him. That would be a dangerous play. He had his back turned for a little too long.
He's off.
Good back check by Palmer. Packer tries to backhand that puck to Grace. He didn't have enough on it. Is that McElhaney down low? Oh, they tried to work that puck into McElhaney. Oh, Santulo, excuse me. That's Derek Santulo. Power tries to take control. They took a little bit of a bump from Grace on it. We start to see a little bit of the physical play with 47 seconds left. And finally, Donahue takes that puck on the wall. Again, dumps it down below Barreto.
Nice play.
It's played by Palmer.
Palmer's looking good out there with these boys.
Gaziano was able to make the play, but he wasn't able to keep control of the puck. Oh, that's not Gaziano. Is that Demas? Oh, David Comesian. First bit of ice time. Oh, big shot.
Off the post.
Fici get that puck under Barreto with 4 seconds left. And so, Stoney, that'll be a 4-1 win for Belmont. Pretty good effort.
That's a good
Everything
good
being
team.
equal
That's
on
a
senior
big
night.
W. It's a big W for Belmont. Wobur's a real good team. They're physical. They're tough. The big thing I was looking for tonight is how would Belmont respond to that game against Arlington. Greg Federico played a really great game tonight. He bounced back, looked good, but the team came out with a great effort here today.
Well, it's exactly what they needed against a really tough
Physical team. Yep.
with a lot of talent on it.
There you go.
Again,
They're good. They're good. A good team.
we talked about Jackson Powers. Obviously Jack Lee. Well, here's Jack Lee. So I feel we're going to see this kid. Yeah, we're going to see him for a couple more years. So I think he's only a sophomore. So Jack Lee certainly had a great game today. Talked a little bit about Leozzi, DeFeo, Santulo. Santulo graduate this year as well. So good effort. And what could be the last game at the Skip? We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully we have a home playoff game. But Belmont will get out of here with a 4-1 victory over a tough Woburn squad. A couple of games out in Central Mass. The Springfield tournament for Belmont left. I've already qualified for the state tournament, so we'll definitely be playing in that. So looking forward to be back on the mic.
And Sheryl, thanks again for everything you've done the last few years. With all the work, it's been a huge fun thing for me to do, and with Matt and with you, it's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate all the hard work that you do.
Can't say enough good things.
No.
And we always leave Jeff out, but when we leave, he's going to help deconstruct this whole platform. So
Actually, stay tuned. The girls are next.
Oh, the girls are next. All right.
Girls are next. That's right.
So we have the girls walking in today. It's senior night for the girls as well. There's a couple of seniors again that have been around this program for a long time. Bridget Gray, the goalie. Lily Duffy,
yep.
Devin Kelleher. Who else are we missing?
Lily?
I got Lily, Devin, Bridget,
Rochi.
Oh, Cece Carreri, of course.
Rochi? Is she a junior?
No, Rochi's she's got another year. I think it's just 4 seniors. Yeah,
Okay.
4 seniors. So I think we'll have Rob Gray and Dave Duffy on the mic for the next period. You won't know Dave's there. He doesn't talk a lot, doesn't say much, but he does a lot. Yeah, breathing heavy. Maybe that's what you'll notice. All right, be back for girls hockey.
Thanks so
20,
much.
30 minutes.